Alright everybody, just a quick video here since we've got an X-Class solar flare popping off. So yeah, X-Class solar flare, always excited to see that going on. And a massive coronal mass ejection here. We'll show it in multiple wavelengths. This is a good wavelength for showing the flare itself, 94 angstroms on the GOES 16 SUVI. Here's 131 angstroms, again, great for showing the flare, which is that bright flash. And folks, don't confuse flares and coronal mass ejections. They are separate phenomenon. After all, a solar flare is a sudden outburst of X-rays, when a coronal mass ejection is a sudden outburst of physical material. So very different from the photons that are X-rays, the protons that are the coronal mass ejection. So there's our house favorite wavelength, 171 angstroms. And these will just get progressively better at seeing the CME. So there's the CME going off in 195 angstroms, one of the many species of iron that are shown. It's part of the extreme ultraviolet spectrum. And we're coming at you today during a high-speed coronal hole wind stream. So you can see a coronal hole there in the southwest, which would be your lower right. Here's 284 angstroms. Also good at showing that material blasting off. So solar flare and coronal mass ejection here showing up rather unexpectedly as an obviously very active region rises around the northeastern limb. Here's the best wavelength of all for showing coronal mass ejections. That's ionized helium, 304 angstroms. And we'll cut back to that here briefly. Let's just talk about coronal holes for a minute. Now that shows us the solar polar field reversal process. We do have another coronal hole rotating in here. It's also trans-equatorial, which is the best kind, as they're the most likely kind to produce space weather. So we see that south pole series of coronal holes here rotating in, shown there in red. That's also around the eastern limb, so lots of exciting stuff coming, including high-speed solar winds and some highly active regions. So we'll cut back to that and close this thing out. Here is, once again, the 304 angstroms wavelength from the GOES 16 SUVI. That is just the past about 3 hours, so that is a rapidly moving CME. You'll hear all about it all over the internet throughout the day. We'll zoom in for maximum DAG. Holy crow! Jeez, Jeebus gone! Oh my God! Just kidding, folks. There's no reason to get into a bunker. Anyway, we'll see you soon here at the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. I've been your host, Dan, a.k.a. Smash-O-Mash, signing off. And may that solar wind be at your back.